Okay. All right, guys. What's going on? It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. So let's talk about Manny a little bit real quick. I got another live schedule that I'm gonna do from home. Now I scheduled it the other day when that channel Scandal first dropped the video with a lot of excerpts from statements from people that the police actually spoke with. And there's a mystery man in there. Uh, and I think yeah, it's a man. I wish I could find the video, but I can't. I cannot find that channel. I should have sent it to me. But this right here, this excerpt says, and hopefully I can see it well. Manny admitted that he, and I don't know what that says, maybe Julie, I don't know, and always carries a firearm when they live stream because their previous altercations and celebrity status, because of their previous altercations and celebrity status, altercations with Finney and Bubbly. Manny stated that the previous evening he and his wife, private, that's got to be Julie, were live streaming while walking on the Las Vegas Strip. They arrived in a red convertible, which they parked on the second floor of the parking garage at the Paris Hotel and Casino. Manny and Julie walked south on Las Vegas Boulevard, and we saw them do this from the Paris. And then they crossed the street westbound to the west side of the street. They then walked northbound on the Las Vegas Boulevard towards Caesar's Palace. We saw it. While walking north on the Las Vegas Boulevard, a female whom he knows to be Finney's girl, he says she was dancing in his face. And I guess he's talking about when we heard her say, "Don't you come over here starting no shit. What you want?" So we couldn't really see her, but I don't think she was dancing. I don't think she was dancing. Hold on. This thing doing weird things. Okay. He says second floor dancing in his face. Manny said he then saw Finney reaching for his waistband and asked, "What up, cuz?" Now we heard that, but we couldn't see Finney. He said, "What up, cuz?" aggressively. Manny said he believed that Finney was reaching for a firearm and shot in self-defense. He said, what the I cannot see that one. He said he's something though. He stated he initiated after addressing Finney. He turned and saw his girl with a skinny black object in her hand, which was the he said he shot her 2 times. He shot 2 times at her and believed she was hit in the head. When detectives confronted him about her injuries to the back of her head, he claimed she must have turned. So that's one of them. I have like 10 different ones, but I'm going to read the other ones at home because you had to like screenshot these because I tried to get the report. They wouldn't release it to me. I guess they're only giving it to actual news stations and reporters and things of that nature because they would not let me purchase it. So let me see. Here's another one, and it's cut off. I really can't see it that well. I think he says he observed comments from other. So they're talking to a person. This is a man who gave them a statement. And he says that he observed comments from other viewers who were also watching Manny's YouTube live stream. I should have sent this to my other phone. I'm so mad I didn't do that. Because I can't see it really good. But I know you guys can see it well. He said that he was watching, everybody, all these people were watching both live streams. He said that Manny was across the street at the Paris Hotel, and someone told Finney that, and he was looking for Finney. Approximately 5 minutes later, the live stream blank, and they say privacy. He say he saw Manny appear on Finney's live stream. So they talked to a man. We don't know who it is, but it was someone that was watching both lives. And then it says privacy. That means this person saw Manny pull a gun from his waistband and pointed towards where he believed Finney was standing. Where he believed. So this is a man that is speaking to the detectives. He believed Finney was standing out of the camera's view. Privacy. This person. Who could this be? Which one of the? It's so many people. Who talked to the police? Who gave a statement? It said they saw the muzzle flash on the video and heard the gunshots. Then it says he recalled hearing approximately 5 to 6 shots. Finney's wife Bubbly then grabbed the thumbnail holding the phone, which is I cannot even think of what it's called. Holding the phone and used for the live stream, and another gunshot or two were heard. It was like 8 total. When this man heard these gunshots, he turned off the live stream and did not see Finney or Bubbly with a weapon at any point. Now he says that the gunshots, the phone fell to the ground and remained still for a moment until police appeared at the scene, and the police turned off the live stream. And then it says privacy. This man did not see Finney or Bubbly with a weapon at any point during their live stream and was not known to carry one. They didn't have one. And then this one right here says Manny explained that he and his wife live stream on YouTube daily. Their YouTube channel is Sin City Family. He said he has had a rivalry with another YouTube content creator, Finney the Legend. According to Manny, Finney posts content negatively about him and his wife and kids. So Manny told the police that Finney the Legend, and I think he might have said his wife, posts negative content about him, his wife, and his kids. Manny said he ignores Finney's videos and does not pay attention to where I can't see it really. Does not pay attention to the live stream when he live streams. He said he does not want that kind of negativity on his channel. Manny admitted that I can't see that, and Finney were involved in an altercation on Fremont Street, which he was cited for battery. The court date would have been Thursday, June 12th of 2025. So Manny also told the police that him and Finney had that altercation on Fremont Street. He was cited for battery, and Finney was taking him to court. The court date would have been June the 12th, 2025, but Manny shot them June the 8th, 2025. Now I need to find that video. So those are the only 3. I don't think you all will be able to see the other ones. Like I said, I have like 10 of them, but Oh, I don't want to talk about that. Some dude is asking for a pardon from Donald Trump, but that's not what we want to talk about. Yeah, y'all can't see this one because I didn't square it up right. Y'all won't be able to see it, but y'all can see that one. I don't know what LEP. I don't know what they're blocking out there, but Manny admitted that he Manny admitted he blanked and always. I guess maybe admitted he had the firearm and always carries one. So, and maybe he told them that he's licensed to carry. I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to find a video, guys. Be patient with me. Hey, Beefy, y'all be patient with me. Thanks for stopping by, Beefcake. I'm trying to find a video. And I'm having no luck. Oh, I found it. I found it. Okay. Let's listen to a little bit.
Quick question. Can I get your email? Because I want to send you this book along with an invitation to the biggest event.
This is Scandal, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Sierra Gillespie. Nevada prosecutors have officially announced they're seeking the death penalty in the case of Manuel Ruiz, known most.
Yeah, Beefcake. That's the guy that shot the couple on the Vegas Strip. Yep. And his trial is next year in August, and he is up for the death penalty. But he says that it was self-defense.
As Sin City Manny, a one-time YouTuber who's now accused of live streaming a double murder. Ruiz is accused of killing Rodney and Tanisha Finley, opening fire at the couple who were outside the Bellagio fountains on the Las Vegas Strip. For some background, Ruiz ran the now defunct YouTube page called Sin City Manny. That, in its prime, had more than 60,000 subscribers. He posted videos and live streams about Las Vegas.
So Manny's channel once had 60,000 subscribers in its prime. I thought, initially they reported that it only had 14,000. Then they said 40,000. But he had 60,000 subscribers. That's really good. That's a lot of hard work. I mean, I haven't even reached 40 yet. And I've had a lot of videos to go viral because not everyone subscribes even when they watch your video. So he had a lot of subscribers. It takes a lot of work to do that. And his channel pretty much just became a piece of shit because everybody was coming for him.
Did videos and live streams about Las Vegas, including things like the Strip, the casinos, and the nightlife. But
Hello,
Sin City
Cynthia.
Manny wasn't without controversy. Prior to all of this, he made an enemy, or at least had some beef, with another content creator, Rodney Finley, who was known as Finny the Legend. They had a history of issues online, but also in real life too. According to court docs, Manny and Finny have had an ongoing feud since Halloween 2023. Redacted, meaning someone whose name was redacted from the court docs, was unsure of the specifics of the feud. However, since that incident, Manny and Finny have had run-ins with each other during their live stream sessions. Recently, Manny and Vinny were involved in an altercation on Fremont Street, and Manny was cited. When Ruiz spoke with police, he actually discussed this feud too. Quote, Manny explained that he and his wife live stream on YouTube daily. Their YouTube channel is Sin City Family. He said he has had a rivalry with another YouTube content creator, Finney the Legend. According to Manny, Finney posts content talking negatively about his wife and kids. Manny said he ignores Finney's videos and does not pay attention to where they live stream. He says he does not want that kind of negativity on his channel. Manny admitted that he and Finney were recently involved in an altercation on Fremont Street, during which he was cited for battery. The court date for his citation is Thursday, June 12th, 2025. But before that court date could even happen, things came to a head on June 8th of this year when Ruiz allegedly confronted Rodney and his wife, Tanisha Finley. This part is straight from the court docs. On June 8th, 2025, at 22:40 hours, while conducting a pedestrian stop on Las Vegas Boulevard in front of the Paris Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department patrol officers Jay Chavez and Jay Peters heard multiple gunshots coming from the area of the Bellagio fountains. As officers approached, they observed two subjects down on the sidewalk suffering from multiple apparent gunshot wounds. The suspect fled the area and was no longer on the scene. Investigators learned a lot of early information from Ruiz's.
So she's reading statements directly from the actual police report from that night that they have not yet made, at least to my knowledge, available to the public to purchase.
Wife, whose name is actually redacted in the court documents. While securing the scene, patrol officers were approached by a female who identified herself as redacted. She told officers she believed her husband just shot someone. She provided her husband's information as Manuel Manny Diaz Ruiz.
So that's Julie. Well, after she finished running and screaming, she found some police and said, "I think my husband just shot somebody. His name is Manuel Ruiz." So Julie went to the police and said Manny had just shot somebody.
Ruiz's wife then gave over his cell phone to police. And by the way, this is all discussed on first responder body cam.
So she gave his cell phone to the police. So that means Manny didn't have his cell phone to delete the channel. And maybe they were actually filming the live from Manny's cell phone. So she gave Manny's cell phone over to the police that night. So I'm still trying to figure out who deleted the channel. Who deleted the channel and removed the videos? Because the police would not have done that.
Chu, saying that Ruiz's wife has been cooperative with investigators.
Pebble poops, stuck poop, loose poop, meet regular poops.
Hold on.
Seeds DSO1 is clinically
Body cam Chu.
So it says Julie has been cooperative with the police.
Saying that Ruiz's wife has been cooperative with investigators.
Yeah, she doesn't know what shirt he was wearing, but for sure khaki shoes.
I will note, most of the body cam in this recording.
It showed a part when they were speaking to her or whatever, and it says she doesn't know what shirt he was wearing, but it's for sure he was wearing khaki shorts. So Julie was trying to tell the police what Manny had on. She didn't want to go to jail. She knew he had effed up, and she was going to get herself as far away from that as she possibly could, even though they had walked down that street together. And Julie looks over at Finney as they're walking. She's holding the tripod with the phone. She looks over at Finney and Bubbly as she's walking.
I will note, most of the body cam in this recording is so graphic that it was completely blurred out or it had been edited with a black box to cover it up. And this is done out of respect for the victims and their families, but also simply because the crime scene was truly so gruesome. And that is why we're not going to show most of the video in this. So back to the court documents instead for more information. Redacted told detectives that she and her husband, Manuel Manny Ruiz, have a YouTube channel called Sin City Family. They conduct a live broadcast on their YouTube channel from various locations throughout Las Vegas. She stated she and Manny arrived at the Paris Hotel and Casino at approximately 10 p.m. and parked the red Chevrolet Camaro in the Paris parking garage. Redacted and Manny walked around the area and eventually ended up walking southbound on the west sidewalk on Las Vegas Boulevard in front of the Bellagio fountains. Redacted stated she was holding the camera, which was Manny's cell phone, mounted onto a gimbal device. Redacted was walking in front of Manny when she heard approximately 3 gunshots. She then ran north of the sidewalk where she saw a uniformed patrol officer on an unrelated call and told them what she heard.
So she ran and found a cop. Now, she didn't even look back to see if Manny was okay because she knew it was Manny doing the shooting.
Redacted said she did not witness the shooting but only heard the shots. Now, because there was an ongoing live stream at the time, other witnesses also saw this too live on video. The name of one of these witnesses is also redacted from court docs. While watching the live stream, he observed comments from other viewers who were also watching Manny's YouTube live stream. The comments stated that Manny was across the street at the Paris Hotel and was looking for Finney.
You know, these people that were doing that, they were really just because people were telling Finney, people were telling Manny, they were just being messy, SHELL.
Approximately 5 minutes later on the live stream, Redacted saw Manny appear on Finney's live stream. Redacted saw Manny pull a gun from his front waistband and pointed toward where he believed Finney was standing out of camera view. Redacted saw the muzzle flash on the video and heard the gunshots. He recalled hearing approximately 5 to 6 shots. Finney's wife, Bubbly, then grabbed the gimbal, holding the phone used to live stream, and another gunshot or 2 were heard. When Redacted heard.
So when Bubbly grabbed the tripod, that's when Manny saying he thought she had a weapon, but it was the tripod with the phone.
The last of the gunshots. The phone fell to the ground and remained still for a moment until a police officer appeared in the camera frame and turned off the live stream. Redacted did not see Finney or Bubbly with a weapon at any point during their live stream and has not known them to carry weapons in the past. The court docs go on, quote, while conducting the preliminary investigation, several videos were posted on social media, X, YouTube, and TikTok, that captured the shooting. One video posted on YouTube showed Manuel confronting and shooting Tanisha and Rodney. Manuel was wearing a baseball-style shirt with light-colored sleeves and a light-colored baseball cap. He had sunglasses and a distinctive, thick, dark goatee. Numerous video surveillance cameras from casinos in the area showed that Manuel then fled into the Paris Valet area where he removed his shirt and hat. The hat was discovered.
So he went to the Paris Valet area, took off his shirt and hat. That's where he went. Okay.
In a trash can in the valet area, and the shirt was located on the ground in the casino. After all this, Ruiz eventually turned himself over to police.
Hello? Can you come over here real quick?
And that's
Mommy and Daddy won't
that's
teach you
him.
this. If you drive without insurance, cops can legally tow your car away.
That's
Or
him
you could just
turning
drop your
himself
A's
in.
it.
Hello? Can you come over here real quick? Let's just face the wall right here. We're just going to detain you real quick, okay? You got any weapons on or anything? All right.
This is when Manny walked into the police department and turned himself in the next day. Hey, Graphic. How you doing, Graph? Thanks for stopping by.
You can double cup it if you have. You can have a seat, man. I'm gonna go talk to You can have a seat, man. I'm gonna go talk to LT real quick. Can you hang out?
When Ruiz spoke with investigators, he gave some background. Manny admitted he redacted and always carries a firearm when they live stream because of their previous altercations and celebrity status. Manny stated that the previous evening, he and his wife,
Manny said he is a celebrity.
Redacted, were live streaming while walking on the Las Vegas Strip. They arrived in Redacted red convertible, which they parked on the second floor of the parking garage at the Paris Hotel and Casino. Manny and Redacted walked south on Las Vegas Boulevard from the Paris and crossed the street westbound to the west side of the street. They then walked northbound on Las Vegas Boulevard toward Caesar's Palace. While walking north on Las Vegas Boulevard, a female, whom he knows to be Finney's girl, was dancing in his face. Manny said he then saw.
Now, I think that's a lie. I don't think. I mean, he's trying to say that we couldn't see her, but there's other views, but that she was dancing, and then she started saying, "What you want? What, don't you come over here with that shit?" Because that's all we heard her say.
Finney reaching for his waistband and asked, "What up, cuz?" aggressively. Manny said he believed that Finney was reaching for a firearm and shot in self-defense. He said he learned through redacted. He stated he initially fired toward Finney's torso and waistband to prevent him from retrieving a weapon. When Finney continued to move, Manny said he aimed higher. After addressing Finney, he turned and saw his girl with a shiny black object in her hand, which he believed to be a firearm. He said he shot 2 times at her and believed she was hit in the head. When detectives confronted him about her injury to the back of her head, he claimed she must have turned. Detectives showed Manny the video of the shooting, which was posted on YouTube. Manny identified Finney, his girl, and himself in the video. The video clearly showed Manny advancing toward Finney while shooting. Manny became frustrated and asked to speak with an attorney. For all of these allegations, Manuel or Manny Ruiz is charged with 2 counts of murder with use of a deadly weapon. Just this week, Clark County prosecutors announced they will be seeking death penalty in the case, citing the location of the crime, the popular and usually crowded Las Vegas Strip, arguing that while 2 people were murdered, even more could have been killed or at least injured. For his part, Ruiz maintains his innocence and says he acted in self-defense. Right now, he's being held without bail. All right, so we went through the background of this case. We talked about how we got here, where we're at right now, but I still have questions, and I bet you guys do too. So let's bring on today's guest. It's Nevada-based criminal defense attorney Michael Troiano. Michael, thank you for coming on with us. And I have to ask right from the start, the newest development is that there's a potential death penalty aspect to this case. I mean, what goes into that for prosecutors to say, yeah, we are going to pursue the death penalty?
Absolutely. So in the majority of murder cases, death penalty is quote unquote.
You know, they're going to pursue the death penalty, like she just said, because the potential of so many people that could have been injured are also killed because it was packed. But Manny only wanted 2 people, but there was still a potential
On the table, absent, being underage or some sort of mental incapacity. Generally, they're going to be able to at least seek or look into that. So the first thing that the Clark County District Attorney's Office is going to do is they have what they call a death panel committee, and pursuant to that committee, it's going to be most of the stakeholders, which is majority of the Clark County District Attorney's Office, from the top of the food chain to the head DA to the prosecutors who are actually going to be in the courtroom prosecuting the case, people on the appeals team. It's a really thorough effort. And they also do invite the criminal defense attorney, or in this case, attorneys. I believe there's multiple because of the potential for the death penalty, into that meeting to present any mitigating factors. So it's really a balance between what
Manny's attorney's goal now is to save his life. And I know that's ironic because he took 2 lives, but his attorney now, really, the goal is to keep him from off the death penalty and get him life, because he's not getting out. I mean, unless the skies part open, he's not getting out.
the aggregating factors here. Multiple murders, 2 people are deceased, as well as it happened right on the Las Vegas Strip in front of the Bellagio fountains. Can't get more iconic than that. A great increased risk of danger, since there was hundreds of people around during that. So that's just one of the aggravating factors that they're going to consider when seeking the death penalty. And the defense team will have the opportunity to present any mitigation.
You know, for his moment, because in his mind, like he told the police, we was in beef. We had already had an altercation on Fremont. We was going to be going to court on June the 12th. For a few seconds, because it took them 30 minutes. They were live, and they walked. He bought a drink. He talked to the chat. He was in good spirits, so it would appear. And he let 10, 15 seconds, I mean, probably not even that long, ruin his freaking life. I mean, he let 10 seconds ruin his life and took the lives of 2 people.
The defense team will have the opportunity to present any mitigation for reasons that they may not want to seek the death penalty.
Can this company use your house to trial their radically simple new roofing technology? They're looking for homeowners within.
The defense team will have the opportunity to present any mitigation for reasons that they may not want to seek the death penalty.
You pointed out something huge, which is the prosecutor said this happened right there on the strip. I mean, when I picture Las Vegas, I literally picture those fountains. That's, as you said, an iconic place where so many people go. So, of course, it's an increased risk. If 2 people were killed, there's a gun being fired, more people could have.
And the jury, they will hear the babies crying. There were babies on that strip. There were old people, young people, short people, fat people, tall people, black people, white people. There was everybody. It was a melting pot. And he let 5 seconds. I mean, he says Bubbly was dancing. I would really not. I mean, that doesn't matter. I'm just in his mind dancing in his face. No, I think she just said, "Don't you come over here with that shit. What you want?" And I don't know if he had turned back around because Julie kept walking. She never looked back. She knew it was Manny shooting once she heard it. She knew it was Manny. She didn't even go back. You know, I'm saying it because why didn't she turn around and say, "Oh, is my husband okay?" She went straight to the police and said, "I think my husband just shot 2 people."
And killed in this too. So that's the prosecutor's argument a bit. But you talked about mitigating factors too. So what
You right, Graf. That baby will always remember that day.
would that look like for the defense? Because I mean, I'm going to just assume they don't want death penalty pursued for their client. So what would the defense say?
Well, really, what you're going to have to do is get to know your client, and you're going to have to get to know them quickly, unless this was an old client of mine. But my understanding, the defendant in this particular case didn't really have much of a criminal history, and he's being represented by the Special Public Defender's Office. So, again, my assumption is probably rightfully so that they don't really know him from John, so they need to get a mitigation expert, start looking into what is his background. Does he have any mental deficiencies? I believe he stated that he only passed or finished the 9th grade. Does that necessarily mean that you're mentally deficient?
So Manny only finished the 9th grade. They're going to test him to make sure he's mentally stable. Everybody was always saying that he was mentally unstable and how crazy he was, but everyone kept talking about him.
Should know. Who knows what was going on in his life at that time? But any mental health issues, any circumstances surrounding that actual shooting in and of itself, lead up to the whole online beef. I don't know if that's going to rue the day. According to the
What he's saying is they're going to look, his attorney is going to look at everything that happened. They're going to pull every video that was made about Manny and his family. And then they're going to have to pull every video that Manny made because they can get those videos from YouTube, honey. It's a double murder. I don't care what channel was deleted. But they're going to listen to and have to watch all those videos. Someone will have to sit through and watch all those videos of the panel of people with archives and whoever else would pop in that night, dragging women who would dress like Marilyn Monroe, calling them fat, saying their chins needed to be reduced. They're going to have to listen to all that stuff.
Articles I read, it seems like the determination's been made. They are, in fact, seeking the death penalty, but his attorneys definitely had an opportunity to present any mitigation depending on his clients. And I've been in those situations, and you look for anything and everything that you could present as mitigating factors for them not to seek that.
I mean, when we are seeking death penalty, I mean, we as in the prosecutors, it does up the ante because when you have murder, yes, life in prison, that is very severe. That's one of the possibilities, but not in every state, first of all. Some states, like my home state of Wisconsin, we don't even have the death penalty. It's only select places. And then not every single case necessarily is going to go that route as far as the prosecutors, the DA's office. In this case,
all right, I'm going to have to finish this at home when I have time. But yeah. That ruined his life. I mean, people talk about people every day. I mean, there's people getting talked about every single day. There's people, you know, being threatened to lose something they worked on for years, a life dream, opening a school, and people are rooting that it be taken from them. You know, people are calling, trying to have the school sold right from out from up under the man. People are making videos about Dr. Umar every single day. So I'm just saying, what I'm saying is people get dog walked and harassed and bullied and stalked every day. You just can't let that get to you. You can't go walking down the strip and pull a gun on somebody. You can't do it. All right, guys. They call you noodle arms. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. We're going to finish this as soon as I have a chance. Listen, if somebody's making videos about you, wannabe comedians, yeah, they some wannabe comedians. Yeah, trust me, I know. I've been there. I've been there. I remember when I caught a lawsuit on YouTube. It was people, they was doing videos wishing that I would lose everything I ever had in my life. My home, my job. They didn't want me to have nothing. They even tried to take my birthday from me. They didn't want me to have August the 8th anymore. So don't you can't tell me what people would do. That's one reason I'm so man, Dr. Umar cannot lose those schools. Okay? I know what evil, mean people will do. All right, you guys have a wonderful day.